What's up, guys? Hoarder here. Today I'm doing a school that was built in what, Charlie, 1990? Now I'm only kidding. Psych! It's me, Charlie, Paul, another house here. This one goes back, the homeowner said, to about 1840 or so.
Yes.
So I hope we're going to find some great stuff. The ground, a lot of land. It was never turned over. Look at that beautiful spring house over there, which is still standing. So we're going to have a great day, guys. Come on. 1, 2, 3, dig. Look at that, Paul. The very first hole, bouncy 60s, 70s. It was in the sidewall. I plucked it out, it landed right there, and I called Paul over. Look at that. Charlie, the very first hole.
Oh my gosh.
It was in the sidewall and popped out. It's totally complete. I'm just going to catch it in the sun.
Okay.
Nice job.
What if that works the house door here?
60s and 70s. I haven't gotten a hole.
That's your first hole?
My very first hole. I came right here. It was bouncing a little bit. I said, it's 5 inches. It's deep. Let's take a look. Charlie's heading over there towards the spring house. So
1 minute. We've only been here 1 minute.
How's that? That's incredible, Charlie. All right, Paul is on the board. Now it might not look like a whole lot right now.
Looks like a lot.
Yeah, it's a smokehouse padlock. This is going to be the lock plate, and it's a tiny one too, Paul. The smokehouse at the top almost looks like a heart shape. It'll go like that and come down, and you might have to clean it a little bit. And to find the lock plate is really cool. You can tell from the little grooves in the side. That's a heck of a good find, and that's probably, Paul, 100+ years old. Those smokehouse locks were like 1880s, 1890s.
Cool.
Heck of a good find. Good job, man.
Thanks.
I'm looking.
I've been here 10 minutes, Charlie. This is my third hole. I got a skeleton key. I got a wheat penny. Paul's going to see it. Paul, look at this. Just popped it out of the
down
side.
in the hole here yet?
Nap.
That's not in the hole.
It popped right out of the side. You see it, Paul?
Yeah,
Popped out the side. Right there.
Oh yeah. Barber, I think.
Oh,
No, it's a mercury thing.
Yeah, but still, hey, that's nice.
That's my third hole. I can't see the date. I'll clean it off in a second. But this, I don't know how you're doing over there, Paul, but this area might be really good.
Yeah.
All right, went over to the shade. I cleaned off my dime a little bit. It's a 1942 mercury dime. Still dirty. Maybe I'll clean it later. And on the back, the very bottom, you can see S Mint Mark, San Francisco. And I was just thinking, all the mercury dimes I've dug over the years, I have no idea what that image is in the middle. I mean, I see the olive branch, but I don't know if it's a building or an axe. I'm really not sure. I'll have to Google it. But 1942, incredible. World War II year. Just think of the turmoil that was going on in the world at that time. Little piece of history saved. I got another one. Right here, guys. This is kind of 83, 84 on my machine. And I thought, oh, let me call Paul over to hold the camera. But I figured, I'll just dig it in case it's some junk. You see it, Charlie?
I see it. I can't. Is it silver?
Well, it looked like it was silver.
It is.
Oh, it's awfully thin.
I think it's a barber. I can see one, unless it's a seated. Paul, hold my phone for a second, please. It might be a seated.
Get the Hoarder water.
Oh, I'm getting it. It's very, very thin. I see one dime coming through. It is a seated.
Oh wow!
It's a seated.
Nice.
Oh, hold on.
Way to go, man.
1877. Is that a good year, Paul?
See if it has a CC on the back.
Is that the good one?
Well,
Carson City. If it's a Carson City.
It's very, very
it's
thin.
really thin.
come on.
I'm working it.
That's pretty dirty on that side there.
Hold on, I can't. You know what I gotta get, Charlie? Hold on.
Figures when I gotta pee.
Oh, you got it right. Okay.
There's a CC, Paul.
No, I mean
The CC is very small. Here, let me get it.
that's a big bucket lister there at the Carson City.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Way to go!
look
This
for
is,
that.
you only travel 15 feet.
Charlie, I've
in
only moved
circle.
this little bit. I go really slow. I only moved this little bit. I only
Yeah.
dug maybe 7 holes. I got 2 silver coins,
Way
2
to go.
Wheaties. I got the skeleton key,
Way to
Charlie.
great.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and this is a permission we knocked at the door on, you know.
All right, I tried to clean it as best I could in the field. If you look at the bottom, right under the bow, you can see the very faint CC for Carson City. The Carson City coins are really cool because the Carson City Mint was only open like 20 years. There was a real famous silver mine out there called the Comstock Lode that in the late 1800s, they found all this silver. And it was too expensive and not worth it to ship all the silver from Nevada to Philadelphia to have it minted and then shipped back out, you know, into circulation. So the mint opened up a branch in Carson City, and they only minted silver and gold coins out there for less than 20 years, not even continuous. It was open for a while, closed, reopened. So to dig a Carson City coin is just one of those rare pieces, especially out here on the East Coast, considering this was minted like almost 3,000 miles away, and it somehow made it all the way back over here. Whoa. So awesome piece, Carson City silver dime, 1877. I love it. Right in the collection it goes, one of my best pieces. All right, Charlie just got this. We're gonna have to brush it. I gotta brush it right now, Charlie.
Okay.
I gotta know what it is.
Okay.
I think it's some sort of an animal tag or a dog tag, something like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna brush it and I'll be back in a second. I think it's
Okay.
gonna be a cool find, Charlie.
Thank you.
All right, there's Charlie's tag. It's an identification tag, which is kind of cool. It's a little,
Yeah, right.
it says identification tag. If lost, please return to, and then they didn't even have the nerve
I think
to
it came
leave
off
their
of Paul's
address.
neck.
I'm not returning Paul. Wherever he is, it can happen.
I think he was wearing that identification
well,
tag.
it's
If lost, keep,
like,
just keep.
it was this close to being super cool, Charlie.
Yeah.
This close.
Well, it's okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the ID
it's
tag. I thought
different.
it was gonna be like an animal
Yeah,
tag, and
right.
but I feel like it's probably from the 30s at least.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably. Yeah, because it's made out of copper.
Yeah, and it's very
Yeah.
cool. Shame they didn't put their name in the middle. You
Yeah.
could have tied it to the homeowner. That would have been pretty cool.
There you go.
Good find, sir.
Thank you.
Because I got a piece on
Here's my next hole. I called Paul over. Paul, you sprang over with the Equinox, didn't you, Paul?
Yeah.
It sounded great. Paul said, oh, you got another silver dime. I dug it down. It was about maybe 6 inches. I flipped it. Paul standing right next to me, and I pulled out
a copper.
a big copper. A big one, Charlie. And I had Paul swing over it.
Is it?
Paul, do you mind rubbing
Now I
this?
gotta pee.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is yet. Paul's gonna rub it on. Paul's got better eyes than me.
What rubber?
Paul's wet rubber. That's funny.
This is a slicky.
Don't tell me that, Paul.
Sorry.
All right, we're gonna clean this up, and I'm gonna be back
Oh,
in a
that's
second,
weird.
guys. All right, there's my copper. It might be a matron head. I'm not sure.
Looks like a matron head.
Yeah, the design, you can't really tell. I don't have a date yet. The back got the 1 cent in the full wreath. So I'll clean it up better later, but I'm off to a pretty good start, Paul. You got another weedie? Paul just landed a weedie, but at the same time, I just got this Indian. And oh, Paul, the seeded dime was 1877. If the Indian is 1877, Paul,
Yeah.
drinks are on me. All right, I had to use the glasses of shame to get a date, and I can't see the last digit, but it is 1860 something. But it's not a fatty, so it's going to be like 1865 to 1869, something like that. But early Indian, and in pretty good shape, you know, considering. So I'm off to an incredible start. You got something, Charlie? Charlie's got a coin. Hang on.
I don't know what it is. I think it's either Indian or a wheat penny.
All right,
I
well,
guess.
Let's go see. A double banger.
I turned the plug
Oh, I
over.
see it, Charlie.
A clump of dirt. So there. I'm not sure. But see anything that's high?
I left my glasses over there, Charlie.
I don't know. You see this side.
I thought the other side I saw a small date. Oh, it is an Indian, Charlie. There's 1 cent right in the middle. It's upside down.
Okay. Whoop.
Right there. You got it.
Okay. We'll have to.
1 cent, and then flip it straight up and down. Yeah, so you do got an Indian, Charlie.
You have to clean it up. Yeah.
Back to the same time.
Yeah, my first coin today. So
Yeah, well,
I got
hey.
a lot of nice relics.
Let's
but
clean it up and see what year that is.
yeah,
Hang on a
okay,
second.
we'll do that. Okay.
I got another one. What do you got?
A weedy.
Another. Paul's getting Wheaties. I'm getting really
I
lucky.
can't get anything but a weedy.
I just pulled another Indian. I can see the date, Paul. 1863, and it's a fat one.
Told you it was a fatty.
Yeah. 1863. My other Indian was 1860 also, but it didn't seem fat, so that seems to be the age. The 1877 dime, the matron head, whatever I got. I'm really in that 1850 zone, and for some reason Paul's in the 1950 zone. Usually Paul's 100 years earlier than me. This time Paul's 100 years newer than me.
Jeff, I don't want to be Weedy King today. I got like 6 Wheaties today.
You could be the Weedy King as long as I'm the Indian matron seated king.
I want to be the Indian King. I'm more like the Indian Queen.
All right, there's my other Indian. I just told Paul. Paul's a little upset. I don't blame him. In a half an hour I've been here, 2 Indians, seated dime, 3 Wheaties, large cent, and a Mercury dime in a half an hour. I know Charlie's got an Indian. Paul hasn't got an Indian yet, but Paul's a good detectorist. He will get one. For some reason, he's just in Wheatie mode right now. But awesome coin there. We're going to keep on going. All right, I've already had 2 1860 Indians. One was a fatty. Charlie just dug this one, and it looks thick. It's either going to be a fatty or maybe we're hoping a flying eagle.
It's green. It's not a fatty.
Can you see what it is?
There, give it to me.
Paul's a good rubber here.
He is the good wet rubber.
Wet rubber.
Let me see. It's on the Indian. I see the headdress on it.
Well, yeah, it's green. That's green. Emerald green. All right, here. Put it in your hand. See if you can get that date.
Yeah, 1903.
1903?
Yep.
Thanks, Charlie.
1903, Charlie.
Thank you. Always feels good to get an Indian.
Man, how many is that for you? 2 here?
2 here, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, yes.
Excellent job, man.
It's going to be good for how crappy
Yeah.
it is.
Paul's on the board. He is right outside of the spring house here. I think there's a septic tank around here. It really smells like number 2 all on the ground. But Paul doesn't care about digging through number 2. And he was rewarded because 6 inches down. Show me what you got, Paul.
Look
He's
how
got
nice
a largie. And, oh, Paul, you got a US. You never get them.
Yeah.
Turn that over. Is it a matron or
I
a
got to
braided?
clean it.
Paul always gets this KGs. He's always complaining he doesn't get a matron or a braided, and that's what he's got. It was about 6 inches down, and I was actually another signal right behind him that sounded good too. I said, "Oh, you can dig it, Paul."
Yeah,
So
he
I was
wasn't digging it because he said, "Oh, it's in the
Well,
septic
I've already got
sewer."
so many good coins today, Paul. I feel
It's
bad
a
for you.
braided hair.
You're like the orphan kid. I feel bad. I'm trying to throw you like a pork chop. Let me see.
You're so terrible.
You got some good detail on that thing.
I know, there should be a date.
They were all issued with dates, Paul.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that is nice. You got a full. He's got a Liberty on there. I almost think I see 1846.
It could be right.
Thanks, Paul. Very nice. The back is really, really nice. The front.
It will be nice.
He's got a largie. Yeah. And it's starting to dry really nice too.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
It doesn't smell good, but you know, a little bit of spritz on there later.
Well, just rub it on your
Oh,
shirt.
not my good shirt. Good find, man.
Thanks.
All right, I think I have another one. Another deep one, scratchy. The soil's weird. I flipped the plug over and I saw just the edge right here. You see it, Charlie?
Right there.
Yeah, so just the edge, and it looks like a silver coin.
Probably, maybe, they're seated. Looks very thin.
It looks small. This could be a half. Oh, no,
What
no,
is it?
it's a button. I thought it was going to be a half dime.
Okay.
Ah, son of a gun, false alarm. A really deep
Yep.
button.
Looked good, didn't it?
At least I didn't call you from too far away.
No, 12 feet's not too far for.
I've been on
this
a
old
hot
man.
streak. I didn't want you to miss it. Is it really good, Paul, or is it a piece of junk?
It's good.
I think it's a piece of junk. Paul's still in front of the spring house, but he picked up something. He said there's writing, and he's intently cleaning it, so it must be something somewhat interesting.
It says Union 30 House.
Oh, Paul, that
Look
is
at that.
cool. Wow, that is cool, Paul. The heck is that? You got something else down there too?
Yeah, so maybe it's part of that.
Maybe you got the Confederate 30 house. That is really cool, Paul. I don't know what it is though. I do like stuff with writing on it.
White. Oh, here it is.
You're always disappointing me, Paul.
I thought maybe it was a key ring. You know, like a...
I don't see a hole or anything though.
No.
So, awesome find though.
I wonder if there was a hotel around here or something.
It could be something like that, like a room number.
Yeah.
Could be.
Union House might have been a hotel.
Yeah, could have been. I agree. Paul's still digging in the muck, but he said he got an Indian. He's already run out of spots to rub stuff. Like, he's all dirty there. He's just filthy, disgusting. Yeah, 1901.
Again? Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
I got like 10 of them.
Really? You were just complaining. You didn't find an Indian all day. Now you found one. You're like,
I know.
Wah,
And
it's
then I
not
get
the
a
right
1901.
year. Wah.
I got like 4 of them that are really awesome.
The back's kind of crusty, but you got a good one. Man, you're on the board. That's like 3 good digs in a row. Whoa, how much stuff in your machine? That's a terrible place to put it on the ground.
Yeah, we don't want to
You
break
should hang
that.
it. You should hang it from a tree. Paul, you know what's crazy is this whole area is probably a good 2-3 acres, and we've only done about 50 feet, but we just keep finding stuff.
Yeah.
Paul called me over again. What do you got?
Here, use your scrubber. See what that
Oh,
is.
I know what it is,
Is
Paul.
it a
It's one of the suspender
suspender?
clips. Yeah, and a lot of times these have writing up top. My brushes are kind of dirty because this dirt we're in is real muddy. But if you want to brush it, Paul.
Do you want to just come back after I brush it?
Yes, that's what I want to do.
All right.
Very good call.
All right.
You're so smart. All right, there's Paul's suspender clip. I thought there might be writing. A lot of times they do, but his doesn't have any writing. It's still cool though. All right, another Indian for me. I'm going to try to see if I can get a date off of it. It's very, very thin. And I thought I saw 1860 something. We're going to give it a little rub and see if we can get a date off of it. There's the back. But I think that's like 6-7 Indians on this day for all of us together.
Yeah. Just one little area.
Yeah.
Just small area of the
We
property.
didn't even do the front or the other side or
No, we're not
or
going to be
the
able
other
to
back. It's just
do
crazy.
everything today. We'll have to come back.
Just got this huge ice hook. Look at that thing. You use this to maybe grab beef like Rocky Balboa did or something like that. I'm going to see if the homeowner, farmer, wants it. It's iron. It's old. It's pretty cool, but I can't really do anything with it. It's an awesome piece. I did the whole front yard this direction, and now I'm doing it this direction. I had a good hit, Paul. I pulled this out. You think it's going to be an Indian or a wheat? It was about maybe 5 inches down.
Well, since you're bringing it all the way over to me, it's an Indian.
I don't know what it is. Hold on.
It looks like a wheat.
I'm going to put my dirt in your hole. It is, I'm sure it's going to be an Indian, Paul, because that's all I dig. It's a fun thing. Don't rub the face off of him. Is it an Indian?
Yeah.
That's my 5th one if it's an Indian, Paul. It's my 5th one. It's my 5th one.
Hopefully I can rub the face right off of it.
I'm telling you, you go the other direction. It makes it like new again.
Well, it's not Michael, and I hope I rub it right off.
Oh, I'm starting to see some now, Paul.
I am. I'm trying to figure out where the date is.
It's on the bottom.
Really? I didn't know that.
There we go, right there. Right there.
Where?
Well, I can't see it yet, but it's clearly an Indian. That's all that matters, Paul.
Yeah.
I think that's 5, maybe 6 for me.
Oh, wait a minute. I think it's a Wheatie.
No, definitely not a Wheatie. I don't want your crappy Wheaties. Got this really cool, I guess it's a pin. Here's the back. And it's got some designs on it, and if you look really close, there's like little hash marks. I'll just spray it down to see what the heck this is, so hang on a second. I think it might be pretty interesting. Alright, I cleaned it off. I don't know what the design is, but written around the top it says New York World's Fair. And there's a design of, I don't know what that design is or what year the World's Fair was in New York.
38 or 39?
Yeah, can you see it, Paul?
Yeah. I see what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I can see it when I put my glasses on. It says New York World's Fair.
flip it over.
It's like a pin.
Yeah, that's what it is. Little teeny tiny pin.
Yeah, but I don't know what that design is. Really interesting though.
It's
New
like
York
a
World's
tower
Fair.
and a ball or something.
And you think the New York World's Fair was in the 30s?
I think it was 38 or 39.
Paul's word is gold to me.
And yours is a large cent.
Paul claimed he had a silver. He doesn't, but he does have a big
Don't touch my coin.
copper. I'm allowed to touch it. I just can't rub it. Stop, I'm rubbing it, Paul. I see that. I see you got another braided or matron there. I can see the wreath. Good. Work some magic on it.
No.
No, it's pretty thick. You're having a good day because usually
really
you don't
green.
dig those U.S. Largies.
It's really like green.
Yeah, it's got a weird color to it. Can you see the matron head?
I'm looking. I think I see New Jersey.
Yeah. That's Paul's second largie of the day. 3 for the two of us.
It's weird.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that?
Sure that's a thing?
I'm not sure. Maybe that's like a foreign. I thought I saw a wreath.
I guess it's a wreath.
But what's on the other side?
It's a head, but I don't want to rub it too much because it's... See it flaking?
Alright.
Yeah.
Let me get a close-up of it. I won't rub on it.
Wait, hang on.
As she rubs it more.
I just did the light part so you could maybe see it. Got me.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be something. I mean, I thought I saw a wreath from that one angle.
I think it's a wreath. It's probably like a cap or a Liberty.
You know what it might be, Paul? If you look right in the middle, it looks like a number 5. It could be a picker's token. It could be a large cent that they turn into a picker's token.
Maybe.
You see the number 5?
No, but you say so.
Well, I'm not positive. You know, I'm blind as a bat. You got to clean that better later and let me know.
Yeah.
Good find though. I just got another dandy button. It's a big one. It's going to have a marking on it. Oh. I think it has those hash marks in the circle. I could sort of see them coming through. Let me clean this up. Hang on a second. Now there's the dandy with a beautiful daisy design in it. Full shank. And these are big suckers, so awesome piece there. That's going to look great in the collection. It's probably the size of a $50. All right, and here's a wrap up of the stuff I found. Of course, Paul and Charlie's stuff is not here. If you saw the video, they found some amazing things too. This is just my portion of the hunt. And I'll start with the interesting stuff up top. I got a couple of old horse rings. This is a big sucker there. The incredible hook, I think it's actually probably for hay bales. But man, that is a big sucker. I might actually hang that on the wall if the farmer doesn't want it. Maybe I'll use it to hang my coat or something. This might be an old telephone pole tag, harmonica reed. There's a barrel from an old cap gun. It's a cool key. It's got a design on it. Little man or something. A little tiny tube of Westcourt cream. Has an expiration date of December 1978. I thought that was kind of cool. I got 2 kids' toy cars. This one's not that old. And this one I just thought was super cool. Look at that. It's complete. Old airplane with all the wings on there. I think it's like a no-name Chinese brand, but it was cool to find. A couple of mason jar lids. I always like those. One little button. Interesting design. Little toilet seat buckle. Part of a suspender clip. My really cool relics, the dandy button. Oh man, that is a gorgeous one. These are colonial period, full shank. I got an awesome button display inside. I'm gonna actually put this one in and take one out. I like it that much. Of course, the incredible New York World's Fair pin. It's not really focusing on it. It's kind of dark today. But World's Fair pin, you saw it in the video, 1939. And then the monster skeleton key. Look at that sucker. What a gorgeous one. Look at it. Just kind of bathed it a little bit. That's going to, of course, go in the display case too. My coins, my modern change, not a whole lot of it. Modern quarters, I only got 2. Brings my Beige Day 2019 quarter hoard to 234. That is for Barbara. Miss you. Think about you a lot, Barbara. I got 6 wheat pennies, which I will clean the dates off, of course. They'll go in the Warman's Wheat Penny book. $5 on Amazon. Holds all your wheat pennies. You know the whole spiel. 6 Indians. Come on, that's a good Indian day. There's the backs of 2 of them because the fronts weren't as good. The ones I can get dates off of, 1885. That date, I don't know. 2 fatties, actually. This one's 1864, and this one is 1863. And in case you don't know, when we say fatty, if you look at it, you can see it's clearly, you know, 1.5 times as thick. So that's why they're called fatties. They're also made of a different material, so they sound a little different on your machine. 1 large cent. I think it's a matron head. It's hard to see the image. The back's a little better. 1 cent, U.S. Large cent. 2 silvers, 1942 Mercury dime S mint mark, and then the incredible one, 1877 seated dime, And of course, it's hard to see because it's dark. Carson City mint mark at the bottom. Incredible Carson City. Awesome job. Also want to thank Buggables. We all wore them all day long. They keep those mosquitoes away, the flying bugs, the gnats, all that stuff. You wear it right on your wrist. Gives off an aroma, keeps them away all day. I love them. So hey, that was my hunt, guys. So if you heard me say in the video, we only did about 100 feet on one side of this property. We didn't do the whole front yard. We didn't do the whole other side, which was 5 times as big. So we go back next week. Me, Paul, Charlie, and Doug is back. Doug is back from his month-long vacation that he went on. He's finally back. He joins us. We find some incredible things. Even the homeowner's daughter, she was like 11 years old. She wanted to go. I brought an extra machine. She hunted with us from sun up to sundown. I can't believe it. I've never seen a kid go that long before. Even she found some great things. So I hope you guys tune in next week. It's going to be an excellent part 2, if you want to call it part 2. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. I'll see you next week. Later.